This is going to be about someone the other day on enivids site, earnforex.com, asked about a system called the Three Little Pigs. You can Google it. It's there's a PDF file you can download. What it's doing is looking at multi-time frame moving averages, and that's in trend following. That's a common technique. Things like that, if you can see a picture, a chart, or if you can hear the words, most of the time you can code it. Let's look this time at the USD JPY. Margin required $200 for one mini lot. The pip value on that currently is $86. So for every 100 pips it moves, you make or lose $86. The pips to double that 200, which is all we're thinking about. We want to be in that 23%. You're not in the 23% by cutting your account in half. You're in the 23% by doubling your account. In our thing here, all we're considering is we have $200 in our account. You know you have more, but we're just dealing with $200. We want to double that. To double that, you need 230 pips. The daily ATR is 68. So you know it's going to be rare you're going to double it in one day. The weekly ATR is 153. So you know it's going to be rare you're going to double it in one day. 1 week. The monthly is 275. There's a possibility you could double it in 1 month. Let's focus on the month just like before. We want to be in the 23%. My trades right now, some of them are losing money. It's the way it works. It's a real account. This isn't demo. Here was my signal. Now this is not the three pigs. I will get to it, and I will post all the code, MQ4 and the EX, on enivids site, earnforex.com. Do not use anything you don't have the MQ4. It's not worth it. Here was my signal. You've seen this many times probably. That was my signal right there. I bought there. What did it do? Immediately fell against me. That it happens. That's why you don't bet the farm at the outset. You kind of know there's a good chance it might go against you, and it did. It went against me. I'm comfortable with that. All right, three pigs. Here's the three little piggies. It's 3 MAs. The first one on the top here is the weekly. The second one is the daily. The third one is the 240. The idea, and there is a PDF, and I don't know that I could upload it or not. I might. But you can download it because I found it. The idea is to buy or sell when all three agree, such as here, which if you remember was my same entry signal. Now in that PDF you can read it and you can kind of think about things. There might have been some things that he overlooked. There's always going to be some things overlooked. Unless you can really code a lot, you can't really think of everything that might happen. But his final word is, if all three are above, all three time frames are above their respective MAs, think about buying. If all three are below, think about selling. So let's combine. So down, where is it at? Crap. Forget that. I ain't going to take time to put it on there. But anyway, you can see there's the signal. I'll do it next video. And there's the signal. So I had some sort of confirmation, if you want to think about it that way. And that's the way I always do it. Perhaps, I don't know what, here was my buy signal that we just had, or, a few days ago. And it was backed up by all 4 Raggy Horner 34 EMAs. And it was backed up by 3 of the 4 TSRs. So I felt comfortable. Even feeling comfortable, you could see it went against me. And if we'd been doing this video back here, I might not have sounded as cheerful as I do right now, because I'm back about above water. Okay, let's look at the code. Never use something you don't have the code for. I'll post this on the enivid site. And this is nothing more than your colors, your buffers. There's the MA periods. His default ones, week, day, 4 hour. That's just the buffers themselves. Bought, sold, that's just so you can flip-flop between buying and selling. Now, he does not say buy every single agreement or buy every, flip-flop from buy to sell, buy to sell. It doesn't say. So I got the lines where they draw in flip-flop fashion. I'll show you what I mean by that. Nothing more than the buffers there, arrows, the labels. To do multi-time frame, you need to use I-bar shift, because if you're on the 2-hour chart, 4-hour chart, whatever, you need to be able to translate that to the monthly and the weekly and the daily. And I-bar shift is how you do that. I-bar shift figures out where that period of time is in the other time frame. And that's what this is all about. Bar 60, that's pretty much easy to understand. That's the bar shift for the 60 period. Bar 240, I tend to write things that you can read through them. 4 up, what could that be? It's going to be a line error or square or whatever it was. 4 down, it's going to be red. Week down, it's going to be red. Week up. I tend to write things so you can look at it and read it. 4, that's the 4 hour, the 240, 4 MA periods. Bar 240, that's just how we calculated the proper bar from up here. It's the way it does. You can read up on I-bar shift if you're not familiar with it. All this is saying is if the close is greater than the week, and the week is that MA period, that MA value, then week up, which is the line, is going to be 0.6. It's going to be week up is going to be right. That's daily, right there. And all that's doing is just setting where these squares are. So this row here is the weekly. This row here is the daily. This row here is the 240. So if you want to drop down to the hour, you can see they are all green. Maybe you would want to buy there. He doesn't say buy on every brand spanking new signal. Now, if that'll all been green there, of course, you can't buy till here. You know how that works. And the rest of this is just drawing the lines. It's just, and if you understand this, then you understand. If you don't, well, you have to kind of study on it a little bit more. What else we got? Draw horizontal lines. I'm not drawing horizontal. I did draw the lines at first. There was a reason for it, but I'm not doing it now. But But anyway, that's it. I'll post the MQ4 and the EX on enivid site today. And I'll say something else about this in the next video real quick. But I think I'm done here.